Welcome back to Bollywood Deep Dive, your weekly dose of everything happening in the world of Hindi cinema.
Hello. And what a week it has been. मतलब एक तरफ बॉक्स ऑफिस पे धमाका हो रहा है, दूसरी तरफ whispers of epic sequels, and of course, some classic industry debates are back.
It's a full masala thali this week. We have a jungle to welcome, a kingdom to possibly revisit, and some very, very expensive entourages to discuss.
I see what you did there. Let's not waste any time. कहाँ से शुरू करें? The Big Friday release?
Let's do it. Theaters this weekend are echoing with laughter and maybe a few groans for Welcome to the Jungle.
Akshay Kumar's latest multi-starrer extravaganza. The day one collection is nearly 19 crores, which is a pretty solid start, I have to say.
It is, especially when you consider the competition. Cocktail 2 is still pulling in audiences. Shahid Kapoor, Kriti Sanon and Rashmika Mandana's film just wrapped its first week, crossing 122 crores worldwide.
That's a huge holdover. So for a new film to open at 19 crores against that wave is definitely respectable. But the main selling point for Welcome to the Jungle, it has to be the cast. It's like half the industry is in it.
It really is. But the headline that got everyone talking for months was the reunion. Akshay Kumar and Raveena Tandon back on screen together after 22 years.
And Raveena was talking about it, saying Akshay is just the same, he really deserves his success. It's so nice to see that warmth after so long. That tip Barsa Pani legacy is iconic, yeah. You can't recreate that.
Absolutely. But speaking of Akshay Kumar films, another name connected to him popped up this week. Farah Khan. She gave an interview where she talked about how devastated she was when Tees Maar Khan failed.
Oh, I remember that. She said she didn't get out of bed for a week. That must have been so tough. You pour your heart into a project and the audience just doesn't connect.
And it shows you the highs and lows. The same Akshay Kumar can deliver a huge opener now, but that one really hit her hard. It's a good reminder of the pressures filmmakers face.
Bilkul. And the box office is the ultimate judge, isn't it? On that note, we'd seen some other final verdicts come in. Kangna Ranaut's Bharat Bhagya Vidhata unfortunately ended its run on a very poor note, less than 10 crores.
A massive disappointment for everyone involved. It just didn't find its audience. On the flip side, you have Surya's Karuppu in the south wrapping up its run as a colossal blockbuster.
Colossal is the right word. Over 310 crores worldwide. It's now Collywood's 10th highest grossing film. Kya baat hai?
It proves again that a good story, well told, will always find its audience, regardless of language. And speaking of long runs, Ranveer Singh's Dhurandhar 2 just completed 100 days at the box office.
100 days? In today's OTT world, that feels like a vintage achievement. It's like a silver jubilee all over again. बहुत बड़ी बात है.
It really is. But then again, the box office is unpredictable. Varun Dhawan's Hai Jawani To Ishq Hona Hai seems to be heading for an underwhelming finish. It's tracking to end its run below 55 crores, which, for a Varun Dhawan film, is not great.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You win some, you lose some. It's the nature of the beast. But chalo, from beasts in the box office jungle, let's talk about the return of a king. Or two kings, actually.
I know exactly where you are going. This was the biggest, most exciting, most heart-stopping rumor of the week.
It's not even a rumor. It came straight from the source. Baahubali 3.
Rana Daggubati and Prabhas, R. Bhalladev and Baahubali were at a Netflix event for their animated prequel, Baahubali the Torchbearer, and they just casually hinted that a third film might be on the cards.
Casually? My heart was not casual, I tell you. The internet exploded. Everyone was tagging SS Rajamouli saying, "Sir, please confirm kar do." Imagine going back to Mahishmati.
I can't. The scale, the storytelling. Baahubali changed the landscape of Indian cinema forever. The thought of a third installment it's almost too much to hope for.
But they started it, they planted the seed. अब हमें पौधा चाहिए, फूल चाहिए, सब चाहिए. It's just, the excitement is real. It's a franchise that people are genuinely emotionally invested in.
It absolutely is. And while we wait for a potential part 3 of that epic, another beloved world is making a huge leap, from the small screen to the big screen.
The kingdom of Mirzapur.
Exactly. Mirzapur the movie is officially a go, and they've started dropping these intense new posters. We got looks for Jitendra Kumar as Bablu Pandit, Abhishek Banerjee as Compounder,
and Ravi Kishan as Babban Babua. The intensity is off the charts. It's so interesting to take a series that is so iconic and dense and try to condense that world into a feature film.
And they're clearly going for a pan-India feel right away. The Telugu teaser is already out. They know the fandom for this show crosses all language barriers.
Oh, for sure. Kaleen Bhaiya's reign is not limited to Uttar Pradesh. It's a bold move. I'm really curious to see how they structure the story. Is it a side story, a continuation?
We'll have to wait and see. But this trend of successful properties expanding is so strong right now. We also got confirmation that Kunal Khemu has finished writing the script for Madgaon Express 2.
Yes, that first film was such a surprise delight, so genuinely funny. I am so ready for another trip with those three. It's great when a sequel feels earned and not just like a cash grab.
I agree. It feels like they have more stories to tell with those characters, which is the best reason to make a sequel.
Bilkul. But telling stories costs money. And apparently, a lot of that money is going somewhere besides the actual production.
Ah, yes. The great entourage debate of 2026. It's back.
It is. There was a big article this week from a producer, who remained anonymous, of course, talking about how some actors are charging 100 crores as their fee, and then still expecting the producer to pay for their massive personal staff.
The entourage. The hairstylist, the makeup artist, the trainer, the spot boy, the manager, the security, the second cousin's dog walker.
Stop it. But seriously, the list can be long. The conversation started around Ranveer Singh a while ago, and now the latest name being mentioned is Vijay Deverakonda for his new film Ranabali.
Which, by the way, is his first film with Rashmika Mandanna after they got married earlier this year, so there's already a lot of buzz around it. But this issue is becoming a major point of friction in the industry.
The producer in the article made a great point. He said, asking producers to pay for entourages and vanities despite hefty fees is not a matter of pride. And he praised Amitabh Bachchan, saying he's an exception who doesn't do this.
And that's the thing. It's not about begrudging anyone their team. Actors need their support system. But the question is, when you're earning 100 crores, shouldn't those be your own business expenses?
Exactly. It's like if I'm a CEO of a company and I'm paid a huge salary, I don't then ask the company to also pay my driver and my cook's salary separately. It's part of my package.
It's a systemic issue. It puts a huge strain on a film's budget, especially mid-level films. The money that could go into production design or better VFX or another writer is instead going to pay for 10 extra hotel rooms and flight tickets.
Yeah, and it creates this strange hierarchy on set. It's a tricky conversation because you don't want to attack individuals, but you have to critique the system that allows this to become the norm.
It's a star-driven industry, and stars have the leverage. But maybe it's time for a course correction, a little more transparency and fairness in budgeting.
I agree. Let the focus be on the film, not the frills. Anyway, speaking of the focus on filmmaking, let's talk about some of the legends and their reflections this week. There were some really candid interviews.
Farrah Khan, again. Apart from the Teesmar Khan story, she also spoke about defending her brother Sajid Khan during that very public fallout he had with Ashutosh Gowariker at an award show years ago.
That was an infamous moment. And she said, Sajid was always my responsibility. That's such a powerful and probably heavy statement to make as a sister. It shows that fierce loyalty.
It does. It gives you a glimpse into the person behind the public persona. And on that note, another legend, Kamal Hassan, gave a pretty shocking reason for why he quit pursuing a career in Bollywood back in the day.
I read this. He said it was because of the underworld connections in the industry.
Yes, he just said he didn't want to be a part of it, and so he stayed away. We've heard stories about that era, of course, but to hear it so bluntly from someone of his stature is sobering.
It really is. It makes you appreciate how much cleaner the industry has become, with more corporate structures in place. You can't imagine that kind of influence now.
Thankfully not. But it's a part of our industry's history. And history and nostalgia were a big theme this week, especially with Ajay Devgan's new film announcement, Chauhan.
June ma, chuma chuma day day.
Exactly. The announcement included a tribute to Chuma Chuma, and the OG himself, Amitabh Bachchan, reacted to it, which just amplified all the excitement and nostalgia.
I love that, when the current generation pays homage to the icons and the icons appreciate it. It's a beautiful cycle. It connects the past and the present.
Like Pulkit Samrat talking about the advice Salman Khan gave him before his debut. Salman told him, don't have the guarantee of my next Friday.
Wow, that's some serious wisdom. Basically, stay humble, stay grounded, because this is a fickle business. Nothing is guaranteed. That's advice every newcomer should get.
And even the established ones. So we've looked at the box office, we've looked back at history. How about we look forward? There are some massive projects on the horizon.
Yes, let's get a peek into the future. What's cooking in the cinematic kitchens?
Well, for starters, S.S. Rajamouli's next film, Varanasi, is progressing well. He just gave an update that the shooting schedule in the city of Varanasi is about to wrap up.
The cast on that is just mind-boggling. Mahesh Babu, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, and Prithviraj Sukumaran. This is Rajamouli post-RRR. The expectations are not just in the sky, they're on another planet.
No pressure, sir. And speaking of films with planetary expectations, how about Ramayana? The rumor mill is churning out news of a grand premiere in Dubai.
With Ranveer Kapoor, Sai Pallavi and Yash in attendance, obviously. Can you imagine the scale of that event? That film is going to be a cultural moment, not just a movie.
Truly, the casting, the director, the subject, it's all epic. On a slightly smaller but no less exciting scale, we're seeing more projects being announced. There's a teaser for Rajkumar Rao's Prahar.
Oh, with Vamika Gabi and Jaideep Alavat? That is a powerhouse acting lineup. Maddox Films usually gets it right.
And there's Ritesh Deshmukh's historical Raja Shivaji with Sanjay Dutt and Genelia Deshmukh, the trailer for which just dropped on Netflix. It looks grand.
It's so good to see this variety. We have historicals, action thrillers, mythological epics, and we have music. Did you see that story about the singer Bismil?
I did. It was quite sweet. He said his big dream is to sing for Shah Rukh Khan, Ranveer Singh and Ranveer Kapoor.
I love that. He said, "मैं उस काबिल बनना चाहता हूँ." That humility and aspiration, it's wonderful. He has a fantastic voice. I hope his dream comes true. It reminds you that for every big star, there are thousands of artists dreaming of their big break.
Absolutely. It's a whole ecosystem of dreams, from singers to directors to actors, all just wanting to tell their stories.
And we, the audience, get to enjoy the results of those dreams. What a week, yeah. So much to process. From Bahubali's possible return to Mirzapur's big screen debut, I'm buzzing.
Me too. There's never a dull moment. The box office battles, the industry debates, the exciting announcements, it's what we love about this world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It keeps us on our toes.
And on that note, I think that's all the time we have for this week's deep dive.
Already? Arre, time flies when you're talking movies.
It certainly does. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week with more headlines, more analysis, and more of what makes Bollywood tick.
Until then, stay safe and keep watching.
हेडलाइन से हार्टबीट्स तक आप सुन रहे थे बॉलीवुड डीप डाइव फ्रॉम indiareview.com। कहानियों के बीच फिर मुलाकात होगी। नमस्कार।